Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Wave 6 has been officially confirmed for release during this upcoming holiday season. This supposedly marks the final addition to the Booster Course Pass, effectively bringing this content expansion to a close. In a parallel development, Mario Kart Tour has now officially wrapped up with releasing any new content moving forward. The Booster Course Pass allowed Nintendo to preserve a majority of Mario Kart Tour's content. Aside from the hundreds of track remixes, karts, gliders, and some characters, Nintendo has brought over every single Nitro track from Tour aside from 4 tracks. Don't fear though, as those 4 tracks most likely will release as part of Wave 6, and the current data mines for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe also suggest this. If you want a more in-depth explanation on all of this, please check the video on screen. While the Booster Course Pass did an excellent job in preserving many of Mario Kart Tour's Nitro tracks, it's worth noting that there are still several courses from Tour that, despite being remade, will not be making their way into 8 Deluxe. I specifically think of amazing remakes such as GBA Lakeside Park and Wii Dry Ruins, which were definitely made later in Tour's development when the Booster Course Pass was clearly in full swing and they were working together. This is rather than thinking of tracks like SNES Vanilla Lake or Choco Island that were made way earlier in development and they just look so flat and bad. And no, it's not just because these are SNES tracks, as even SNES Bowser's Castle came out way later in development, and that is now a 3D masterpiece. The recent surprise announcement of 4 new characters in the Wave 6 teaser trailer, instead of the expected 2, has really left us all wondering that there might be some more surprises left in store. Could we potentially see additional track and character content added to Wave 6, or perhaps the possibility of another wave in the future to just further preserve Mario Kart Tour's content? Well, that's what this video is for, as we have some new Mario Kart information and of course some speculation based on what Nintendo has shown us so far and how it doesn't add up for the characters at the moment. G'day folks, my name is Swiftjar. Hello. And before we dive headfirst into it, I've noticed that many of you who watch these videos are not yet subscribed. It only takes a second and it really helps out the channel as well. Plus, by subscribing, you'll even be part of the giveaway down in the pinned comment below. So what are you waiting for? Alright, so with that out the way, let's dive right on into it. We recently received confirmation of something a little bit unusual, and it sparked debates about whether it could potentially impact the future of the Booster Course Pass beyond Wave 6. What I'm referring to is the release of a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe plus Booster Course Pass edition on Play Asia specifically for the Japanese market. In this edition, Waves 1 to 5 of the new courses are included on the cartridge, but Wave 6 is offered as a DLC. This physical copy is set for release on October 6, 2023 with a price tag of $55. The concept of a game plus DLC bundle really isn't anything too out of the ordinary, especially as we approach the holiday season and Nintendo will want to sell as many copies of Mario Kart as possible. Considering this release's close proximity to Wave 6, it really seems unlikely that the bundle will get repackaged to include Wave 6 in it, although there is definitely a possibility that they might consider it in the future. This release would likely perform very well, especially alongside that new Mario Kart 8 Deluxe console bundle. All in all, it's a rather unusual situation. It doesn't provide a complete version of the game since it doesn't include Wave 6, and that does make it a little bit strange. In contrast, the physical deal on offer around the world is just a DLC download code, and there's no base game or Switch game card included. Some people firmly believe that this serves as evidence of a definitive end of the Booster Course Pass, while others argue that it actually suggests there could be more to come. I personally don't think this hurts the Booster Course Pass too. However, I am leaning more towards it not happening, and I'm really okay with that possibility, as I would really love to see a new Mario Kart installment in the near future. But don't fear, as it's very possible that we could be seeing even more Mario Kart content than originally expected coming in Wave 6. In fact, we've already experienced this with the pleasant surprise of receiving 4 new characters instead of the initially promised 2. You see, there's actually a bit of an issue with adding an extra 2 characters beyond the promised 2. This is to do with the character select screen. Up until now, the character select screen only contained 2 slots below Kamek. But with 4 characters coming in Wave 6, where the heck are they going to fit the rest? Well, I think there's actually a few options. Firstly, characters like Tanuki Mario and Cat Peach, or even Metal Mario and Pink Gold Peach could easily become alternative costumes. If that were to happen, it would free up slots for the new characters. Ironically, when Wave 2 of the DLC launched, a bug was identified which caused certain characters to no longer be recognized as rivals. This specifically included Metal Mario, Tanuki Mario, Pink Gold Peach, and even Cat Peach. This bug was then rectified in Wave 3, leading a lot of people to speculate that this alteration was indeed intentional. The theory is that these characters in particular could have their variants stacked, much like we see when selecting Yoshi or Shy Guy in that select screen, where we can choose between all the separate colors. If this were to be the case, it would definitely free up a few spots in that character select screen. There could even be even more to it. Back when Wave 4 released and Birdo was included, Nintendo added a whole new column on the right of the select screen. It is entirely possible that they could do the exact same thing again. They could just have an extra row or column that just includes the extra 2 characters. It wouldn't be anything too out of the ordinary, as we actually saw this with Mario Kart Wii. But granted, it did look a little odd. They could easily once again add a column to the right, or they could even add a row at the bottom with more characters. If they were to add a column on the right, this could potentially mean we could see an extra 4 characters potentially, whereas an extra row on the bottom could mean we could see an extra 6 on top of what we've already got. Much like the tracks, it's clear that there's several characters that haven't been ported over from Mario Kart Tour, so they could easily take some of these and bring more over. I actually decided to ask the Swift Cafe Discord if they think we could be getting any more characters. Giganto pointed out that in the credits for the teaser trailer, it specifically states that Wave 6 will contain 8 courses and 4 characters. This could just simply be a fake out, but to avoid any potential disappointment, please take this as official until proven wrong. Be sure you're in the Swift Cafe Discord, where you can chat to Mario and Mario Kart fans 24/7, race in time trial competitions, and just chat Nintendo to everyone in the server. You can find your invitation along with my Twitter handle down in the pinned comment below. Back on into it though. Tris from Game Explain pointed out something very interesting during their video. That being, the key art for these characters is different than usual. Let me explain. With Wave 4, the main focus was on the brand new Yoshi's Island course with Birdo. Wave 5 was on Squeaky Clean Sprint with Petey Piranha, Kamek, and Wiggler, and now with Wave 6, it's on Daisy Circuit with Pauline, Funky Kong, Peacher, and Diddy Kong. Usually the press shot is on a brand new course, but as just pointed out, this time it's on Wii Daisy Circuit. This could just simply mean nothing, as there technically isn't a brand new course for Wave 6, as we've already seen Mario Kart Tour's non-city tracks, which will most likely make their way into Wave 6. But the theory is here that there might be a few more characters, and they'll be on the final press shot with one of these new non-city Nitro tracks. Either way though, the possibilities are very intriguing. I honestly believe we might actually be in store for more characters in Wave 6. Or you never know, they could even just release standalone characters as DLC. Regardless though, the character select screen will definitely be changing, and I'm very interested in seeing how they do it. But let me know down in the comments what you think about all this information. Do you think more characters are coming in Wave 6? And do you still believe a Booster Course Pass 2 is possible? I cannot wait regardless. Also, if you're a fan of my analysis videos, I recently dropped a full analysis and comparison on Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. I seriously love this game. It's one of my all-time favorites, and post Booster Course Pass content, this game will be taking the main focus. So I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a watch. If you enjoyed the video, it'd be much appreciated if you could leave a like and subscribe.
Thank you!
It honestly helps out the channel a lot. And lastly, a massive shout out goes to all of our members. I genuinely appreciate it so much, and you motivate me beyond belief. Until next time, take care and goodbye.